as you know, that's history. That part of this is history. Ray Rhodes was a tremendous football coach. That part's history, and now we're going forth. This is the future right now. Everybody in here has to understand that. And so we don't get into the Ray Rhodes factor, we're moving on. And now we're into the Andy Reid factor here.
With that said, a new chapter in Eagles history is about to be written. The 40-year-old Reid, who now becomes the second youngest head coach in the NFL, plans to implement a fresh approach.
We have a tremendous plan that we're putting together, and I think it's a very, very workable situation. Winning is your final goal. It's obvious, again, to all of us that we were 3-13. I understand that. You understand that. Now we've got to go forth and get us into a position where we're winning football games.
But why did the Eagles move so quickly in naming Reid their head coach before interviewing the likes of Jacksonville's offensive coordinator Chris Palmer or Minnesota's offensive coordinator Brian Billick? The answer, there was a possibility that Reid would join Mike Holmgren in Seattle, and that forced the Eagles' hand.
I think it's certainly a possibility, but when you make up your mind and you like what you see and you know what you want, why wait? You know, the second part of that obviously is we wanted Andy as the head coach, but also we have to start building a staff. He has to start building a staff and putting his people in place. There is a lot of work to be done.
When we got together after interviewing Andy Reid and after Willie Shaw's interview, we all looked at each other, and I think it became pretty clear we all had the same reaction after sleeping on it, that this guy had the commanding presence that you need to really turn around a situation that was not heading in the right direction.
Insofar as why you get him now, if you don't get Andy Reid this year, and 63% of this league is turned over in the last 3 years in head coaches, how long do you think he's going to be on the market? He's gone.
And don't think for a moment that because Reid didn't have an offensive coordinator's tag to his name in Green Bay, he's lacking in his knowledge of the offensive game.
Coach Holmgren and Ron Wolf gave me a tremendous amount of responsibility with the Green Bay Packers. My situation was a little different without the coordinator tag and the supervisory tag having been placed on me. That I think we're all aware that did not allow me to be an offensive coordinator in the National Football League. But on the other end of that, they were able to give me the responsibility that I feel very comfortable making this next step.
So the Eagles now have a head coach. Now the head coach must build a staff. Reid makes it very clear he has a vast list of candidates to choose from.
I have some tremendous candidates that I feel very comfortable with and I know will get us headed in the right direction. And again, I had a chance to meet with the organization this morning. We're all in this thing together. That's coaches included.
Reid was accompanied by his wife and 5 kids. His wife also felt this was the right place to be at this particular time. Reid must now rebuild a crumbling squad. His ultimate goal to bring a Super Bowl ring to Philadelphia like the one he got in Green Bay.
I think I'm able to give this organization the offense that has won a tremendous amount of rings in the National Football League, and you all in Philadelphia have had a taste of that. And then my organizational skills, I feel, will also benefit the football operations part of this.
And so the Andy Reid era officially begins. We've heard Andy talk a good game. Now we get to see if the game plan Reid and the Eagles organization is trying to lay out on paper in terms of getting the right assistant coaches, the right free agents, and making the right draft picks is truly enough to patch up what has been an otherwise leaky ship.